is actually Black Love Day. Yes. So we're here 2 weeks early than we wanted to be because it's Black Love Day, and I thought it'd be a good idea for us to talk about it. Did you even know that there was a Black Love Day?
I did not.
There is, and it's a thing. And apparently, there's this wonderful woman. Her name is Ayo Handikenti, and she put together Black Love Day back in 1993. So we're late. And apparently, instead of saying like Happy Black Love Day, you would say Enya Akomo, and it's Twi, which is a dialect in Ghana, which means like get a heart, like have a heart, right? And so basically, what it is a day to celebrate yourself, your community, your creator, and the man who has the hues, right?
Okay.
So I thought you would like that, since we always try to get away from that paganistic traditional stuff. Okay. So I would really like to ask you some questions, and then we'll get into it, just as a little introduction as to who we are. All right. Welcome to the BLACKLOVESMITHS first YouTube video for our channel. My name is Joe.
I'm P.
And we're here as BLACKLOVESMITHS to continue to do the work to inspire more music, marriage, and ministry.
And if you guys haven't already, please like and subscribe to our channel. Appreciate you guys.
So my first question for you is, how do you define Black love?
How do I define Black love? So just an insider for you guys, I was looking up some stuff this morning, and God really spoke to me. But for the interest of time, I'm going to give you guys an abridged version, but I'm definitely going to, because that was a word for me, so I know that's going to be a word for somebody else.
All right, but drop us, the midsection version.
So just broke up the words black and love. I actually found out, I believe it was in grammar school, I was in art class, and it was revealed to me that black is actually not a color.
It's not a color?
It's not a color.
Okay.
It's an outline and or a shade.
Okay.
So yeah, that was like, and I've kind of been rocking with that, ever since.
Okay.
So, thinking about black, black has a ton of negative stigmatism towards it. However, in the artistic world, so black isn't a color. You don't see it, the colors reflect in the spectrum of colors in the rainbow. You don't see it. You don't see black. You see all the other, you see the colors, but you don't see black.
Right.
So I actually found out that, black absorbs light.
Yes, it does.
As well as, black is necessary. It's a requirement, rather, for the colors to have their depth and their variation of hue.
Okay.
So, in short, black is necessary.
Black is necessary.
Black is necessary.
I like that.
So, love. I think it's 1 Corinthians 13, starting with verse 4. It talks about love is patient, love is kind. I think that's one. I think that is it. Yes. So, just in a abridged version, God showed me this morning, spoke to me this morning, that He says in that everything that love is and everything that love is not.
Okay.
So that was a big one. But I would like to touch on the different types of love.
Okay.
So as I found out, there are 8 types of love.
Okay.
So some of them you guys might be familiar with, some of you guys might not be familiar with. So one of them was philia.
Okay.
Please forgive my, not pronouncing these things correctly. But philia, I believe, was one of them. I'm sure everybody's familiar with eros.
Yes, I've heard of eros. I know about eros.
As well as agape.
Yes, very familiar with agape.
Okay, the other one was ludus.
Okay.
And I think this one was philautia or philautia. One of them. I'm not sure what the correct pronunciation for that is. All right. Then you have mania, or mania.
Okay.
And what was the others? Ludus, eros, philia, storge.
Okay.
Was another one. So we have philia, storge,
and then pragma.
Pragma, yes, Thank you, babe. Pragma was the other one. So thinking about those different types of love and what categories they fit in, because you have some that are reserved for family.
Yes.
Only.
Yes.
Some are reserved for friendship.
Yes.
Only.
Yes.
And some are reserved for, your intimate partner.
Okay.
Only.
Right.
So, a lot of people get that thing confused.
They do get it confused.
And that's another video too. You can go into depth with that. But just with those different types of love, what God says love is in His Word. Black love. It's a necessary love. It's a necessary love.
I love that.
And that's mine.
I love that. See, that's why I married you, because you're smart. You like mad smart.
Thank you. Thank you.
Black love is necessary.
All right, babe. So, we have our YouTube channel. And, those of you that follow us, we classify you guys as lovesmiths. So my question to you, babe, is what is lovesmiths to you?
That's a good question. That's a good question. So you're right. We definitely call all our viewers and our supporters and those of you who, to me, who want to do the work. Like, that's our thing, right? We're Black Lovesmiths. We do the work. You'll see that everywhere in everything that we do. But the work is something that can be interchangeable, right? Because we did a lot of work just as team members to be married and to have this
Absolutely.
union and this friendship. You're my best friend, and we don't play games with that. And we made that important, and we did the work for that. And so we want to encourage other people to do that work. But the most important work is like your self-work, right? And that self-work has so much to do with your growth and being ready to be able to experience Black love, right? That you so eloquently defined. But then there's also the work that's, to me, even more important than that, and that's the work of God. You want to do the work of the kingdom. You want to inspire people. And if you're a love smith, smiths are people who are like crafty at a certain thing, right? We hear goldsmiths, blacksmiths, and so on. So that kind of a thing is it's like your specialty, right? So if you're a love smith, then love is your specialty, and you do the work, to bring about more love, and you try to conquer everything in a loving way. So that's what it means to me, and I hope that our viewers would love to be lovesmiths over all kinds of specialties that they may have, because if you bring more love in the world, then you bring more God in the world.
I don't know about y'all, but if I was classified as a lovesmith, man, I would feel honored. Based on her definition or her defining of what it means to her, man, it'd be like a privilege, and then to some it might even be something that you need to aspire to.
Yeah.
Start doing the work. If you guys haven't, no better time like the present to start doing the work. Trust us.
Yeah.
When we tell you it's not going to make life easy.
Oh no.
But my God, it makes it better.
I agree. I consider myself a lovesmith. You're definitely a lovesmith. And are you? Let us know in the comments if you're a lovesmith, right?
A lovesmith is someone who specializes in love.
Okay, so why the name Black Lovesmiths? Okay, Black Lovesmiths, first of all, it's one word, right? I think it's important to smush all of those together because they work hand in hand. So Black Lovesmiths is about, like I talked about a little earlier, the specialty of love. But blacksmiths are also hardworking people who use difficult substances. They mush through them, or I don't even know, make them malleable, right? They work on the stiffness of things and make it into something beautiful and something that people want, right? And I think that that's what we do, whether we're doing music, whether we're doing ministry, or whether we're talking about our marriage. We take on some things that are stubborn, some traditional things, or some things that are rigid, and we beat them into something more fluid, something more flexible, and something that is of great use, I think.
So, yeah, I definitely agree. And I'd like to think that love, because, when a blacksmith works, they need fire. They have to have extreme heat to be able to, even soften up those stiff objects so that they can mold them into something. So I like to think that love is that fire, that heat, that desire, that passion, that's necessary when you're doing the work to mold the things into the way that they're supposed to be.
Yes.
So that's what I would say, that, Black Lovesmiths is.
Come on, Pastor P. I love it. They want to know our love story. Okay, we're going to give you the real short version. Yes. If you want to take this one, you're more succinct than me. I'm the talker. Our love story.
To a lot of people, it can come off as something that was contradicted. Mm-hmm. It can come off as something that, I don't know how on God's green earth that's gonna work.
Right.
Some people said that ain't gonna work. That ain't it. It's not gonna happen. But God. And one of the things that I'm grateful for is Him giving me my obedience. When it comes to my best friend, my wife, was one of the biggest things in my initial experience with my best friend and my wife. The Holy Spirit kept telling me, remember, it's not what's on the outside.
Right.
Don't focus on the exterior.
Wait. He wasn't saying I was ugly.
No,
okay.
No, not at all.
Don't be thinking, okay, don't try it. Let me just explain a little bit before people be like, okay. What it is that we come from very different paths. Mm-hmm. P grew up in the church, and though we both really love God, I did not grow up in the church, but I had a very real relationship with God. So in his traditional view from the church that he grew up in, it was not customary, nor was it encouraged for him to date outside of the organization that he was raised in. And for me, if you guys know my past, I've done music, I've done, art, theater, things like that. Kind of been a social butterfly out here while he was very secluded in the church. And so we do seem like a bit of a mismatch. But we agree on God, we agree on music, we agree on family, we agree on love, we agree on so many different things. And so that's what he means.
Yes, because, if I focused on what was ingrained, which was false, within, my brain was that look at the things that she's done. Mm-hmm. Look at what she's doing. And all of that is, for me, was exterior. And the Holy Spirit said, don't focus on that. And it took him reminding me that, to look past what I could see on the outside to what's going on the inside. And that everything that I've been praying for in a life partner, a wife, was in her.
Imaginary hair flip, because my hair is in a bun.
And, that is one of the things I share with everybody when we tell about our story and how we came to be, because had it not been for my obedience to that guidance, I would have missed out on all of this. I don't know where I would have been right now. I don't know.
I have to agree too that obedience also kept me with you, because, just like you had some reservations based on the fact that, like, I was a single mom, and in the church that you grew up with, people wait. Like, we waited, so, that's a video for another day. But I was very much like, from where I come from, we're not going to work out just because I'm used to a certain type of guy. I had all of those stereotypical desires that I was raised in. Like, I may not have been raised in the church, but I still had some negative influences that rendered very strong for me. I didn't believe that I could be soft in a relationship because of all of my survival, all of my survival skills. And that's also a video for another time. I'm trying to give you guys the succinct version here. But because of my past as well, I didn't think in the beginning that me and you were good. I think I even said to some people, I'm going to ruin him. I'm going to ruin him. He's so, clean, and he's such a good guy. And I'm going to ruin him. But I am here to tell you, ladies, that the good guys are good, and they're good for you. And, he ain't 6'4", and all of that, but he is amazing, and he's handsome, and he's my best friend, and he's super smart, and He's doing things, something professional. And I just love him. I couldn't imagine myself without him. So don't miss your blessings messed up in that what they tell you guys, you know?
And remember, at the end of the day, is it going to be y'all two and God?
That's it.
Not even the children are included in that circle.
Right.
So don't be influenced by what someone else, you know, if you're trying to marry someone that they want you to marry, because at the end of the day, you're going to have to live with that person. They're not. 100%. So it's better you choose who God has for you, and you will never go wrong.
And in order to do that, you got to get to know God. And he'll tell you
Absolutely.
Flat out, because he shouldn't have did.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please subscribe, like, share it with your friends. We're going to be here every 2 weeks giving you a little something of our life. We have a beautiful little boy named Lego who will also be in some of our videos together. But we plan to give you what God has given us to share whenever he does. And we hope you enjoy it.
Yes, and if you guys want to just keep a breath of to all of the new content we put up there, don't forget to hit the notification bell. It'll alert you guys to every new video or whatever new content we post up. Come straight to you guys.
Trust me, with what we have planned with God, you guys do not want to miss this year. So welcome, 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 Lovesmiths. We'll see you in 2 weeks. I'm Joe.
And I'm P.
Bye.
Next time on the BLACKLOVESMITHS. All right. So, I'm going to ask you some questions, and these questions are worth 5 points.
Wait, do it again. Do it again, guys.